Hello, everyone, and welcome once again. Dinner with Racers, Continental Tire Cup. 2 rounds left in the regular season, so to speak. And tonight, wherever you are in the world, we are in beautiful Irwindale on the inner layout for this 7 classes extravaganza on this most famous oval. Sadly, not anymore raced in real life because I think there's a shopping mall there, but living in the memory of all the racers. And of course, with Alex Simpson behind the cameras, joining him in the booth is Ryan Eversley. Hello, Ryan.
Hey guys,
Doing fine. How about you?
I'm hanging in there, a little hungover, the usual on Saturday.
Awesome. So, like I was saying in the opening of the broadcast, 2 regular season races left. This one and a fan choice race, and after that there will be the big final, which will determine the champion of this first season of the Dinner with Racers Continental Tire Cup. Ryan, certainly we are looking forward to a crazy race here in Irwindale. Only 100 laps, the inner layout, and the 7 classes. It is going to make up for a crazy, chaotic race, and damage will be off, and so the cautions will be only called by race direction if deemed necessary. So chaos, and more chaos, I would imagine.
Well, that's what Dinner with Racers is all about, and we're excited to see what the fans brought out for liveries this weekend, as well as the how the cars are going to race together. I've never seen a Pro 2 truck and a Formula One car on the same time on the same track, so I'm looking forward to seeing how they interact, as well as just the usual haberdashery that we get with Dinner with Racers. Should be fun.
It absolutely should be. We've seen some crazy stuff this season. I remember with fondness the ski bar racing around Indianapolis, the night race at Mosport with the Indy cars. That was another great one. The LMP ones at Bristol, that was the season opener. And yeah, this is another chapter in the madness that is Dinner with Racers Continental Tire, as we are just waiting on the final few drivers to post their qualifying times. So far, two of the two lone MP4-30 cars are sitting in first and second in and Tyler Tucker with 30 seconds left, but we have then a boatload of HPDs, LMP2 cars, sitting from third down to eighth. Then the Porsche GT cars, HPD. Then we have the sprint cars, two of them, Lotus 49s, going back to the days of Grand Prix Legends on Windows 98, for those who can remember. A lot of legends, and the Pro 2 trucks also will be, like you were saying, part of the show tonight. This inner layout, of course, working more like a short track, even though even the outer layout is a short track as. And let's go through the starting grid while we are at it. Dean Mole, we start from pole position in front of Tyler Tucker, then Christian Abate and Jason Morris in row 2. In position 5, Matt Szymanski, Daniela Taubert in P6, Michael Diamori and Benjamin Cox 7th and 8th, Lee Lucas, Gavin Boyd in 9th and 10th, and Lance Snyder and Alan Space in 12th position, Cody McCorkle, Chad Dalton, Steve Lavender, Dustin Hamilton, Davis Truss, Jeff Gross, Lane Walker, Max Meeting in P20. Then the other position, Justin Parker, Nicholas Isidro, 21st and 22nd, James Gatta, Chris Sweat, Jason Skinn, Sean Heckman, and Jeffrey Collinson will round up the grid for this 100 lap event. And we are just waiting for the pace car to start rolling. This is going to be an interesting race, to say the least. As you can see, the drivers bringing on the different liveries. I think, a European Minardi tribute on Tyler Tucker's car, and several others. I think that is a Jackie Chan LMP2 livery there for Jason Morris. Always beautiful to see all these liveries. That these drivers try to bring out for these events.
Yeah, the theme we went here with deceased companies, companies that aren't around anymore. So it should be interesting to see what people brought out.
So yeah, that as an Italian, I really appreciate the Minardi throwback, even if it was back in the days where Minardi was not really Italian, but still the main, their factory based in Italy, but they were owned by Paul Stoddart of Australia, as we are waiting for the Mustang pace car to roll. I guess this is going to be a two pace laps, and then we will begin the racing. No damage, so you can get away with some beating and banging, but of course, without the cautions, it is going to be super important to keep your car on the track. Don't lose too much time, as we have already drivers moving onto the outer circuit as well, which will work as a pit lane in today's event, as the first pace lap has been completed. Getting ready for the second pace lap.
Interesting to see the size difference between that Pro 2 truck and the Legends car that's out there. I'm pretty sure one of those is getting your run over completely.
Yeah. Oh, and we already have some collisions in the back. The pace car will take the... Oh, the leader has spun! Dean Moll is around way before the start of the race proper, and so this will promote into first position Christian James Abate, because the other MP4-30 of Tyler Tucker is also already in trouble, down to fourth place. So the three HPDs are leading the way. You see the Minardi delivery trying to make its way through the traffic. We already have some lap cars. Ryan, certainly a very chaotic start.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of this year in the WR car. Dean Moll is definitely going to have his work cut out for him here, having to come from behind.
Oh!
But he was on the front row. Ooh, big one. Good.
Luckily, there is no damage, but you are right, and I wouldn't want to be a driver of those legend cars. By far, like you were saying, the smallest cars on the grid, and certainly very easily moved out of the way by all of the other competitors. And I think as we go 3 wide, 4 wide there, also those Lotus 49s will be really in big trouble. And oh, another crash there. Oh, a big one. Another car going around there. Tucker now back in the lead. Dean Moll is up to 7th now after his mistake. Hopefully no one got any kind of penalty, because when the leader spins, it's very easy to, get a passing on the inside, passing the leader due to the very tough way that the algorithm is coded. Not very easy to predict, the leader spinning at the green flag.
Yeah, we see one of those HPDs was upside down there, and it looked like no one did a nice job of avoiding him. I'm not sure why, though. Like, drill that guy, send him even higher.
Absolutely. So, Dean Moll is setting the timing table on fire. Another fastest lap of the race. We see Lance Snyder going through the traffic up to 8th place, trying to make a move on Matt Shinowski, as we see the aforementioned Dean Moll passing some drivers, and now his next target is Jason Morris. Gets the move done and up into third. Oh, wow, yeah. What's going on there?
Some great in-car shots here. As you see the Advocare Formula 1 car, which is a pretty common sponsor back in the day. Working his way to the field. Lance Snyder, we got to give him a shout out there. He's a corner worker, as we see one of the Pro 2 trucks upside down, flipping down the back straight, and actually looks like it jumped over from the over straight to one post. All the kind of things you look for in the first place.
You said Snyder a corner worker? They get it right?
Yeah, Lance is one of the corner workers, so he knows what to do and what not to do, but he's still out there trying to make it happen.
So we are a colleague with him, and I big respect. I'm going to root for him from now on.
Yeah, no, I'm going to root against him because I know him, and that's kind of how racing works. As we see some major contact between the real-time liveried HPD and I believe a Pro 2. Oh, as the Pro 2 trucks run over the back of the Legends cars, they seem to do backflips. Which is what you're looking for when you want to watch good ball.
Absolutely, this is exactly what we came here for, and we are getting it as basically every time we change the camera shot, we see someone upside down, as Jason Morris heads for the pit lane. Maybe 18 laps in the books. Lapping around 11 seconds is the... Oh no! Oh god, Lance Snyder. You must be very happy seeing this, because that was certainly a big issue for him. Luckily there is no damage, and unbelievably didn't lose any position, but the leader! Wow, Dean Moll.
That was a huge impact. Dean Moll right into the fence there, but it looks like he's going to keep it going.
But Christian James Zapata takes the lead. And D'Amore in second, Moll now down to third. So yes, you can have the faster car in the McLaren, but you have to keep it on the racetrack and avoid the carnage. I was expecting a bit more out of the Porsches, but the first Porsche is Alan Space in P9. As we see, 5 wide. So someone is having a very bad rejoin there. As Daniela
5 wide at Irwindale.
Yeah,
never a good thing.
I never thought I would ever hear such a phrase as 5 wide at Irwindale, but here we are. You see Michael D'Amore flashing his lights. Porsche moving. Oh, D'Amore is around, and Moore goes up to second place now. You see Chad Dalton, and now James Gara in his Pro 2 truck. Only 3 can only get up into third gear, if I'm not mistaken, in this. These are the light version, the free version on iRacing. You can see having to feather the throttle there. As the leader now Dean Moll once again goes past beautiful sounding machines. This oh, and I think that Porsche clipped. Are they still in P20? As already we have the entirety of the field, bar the top 4, at least 2 laps down.
Yeah, exactly right. If you look, the top 3 are all still on the lead lap, about 8 seconds apart, which means at any moment now the top 2 are going to be doing the lead lap. But we kind of expected the diversity in pace and the way these cars drive. But seeing a little aggression there with the headlights, which is hilarious in the video.
Oh man, there is nothing more satisfying than flashing your headlights to an opponent. I don't know about, you know, as a real-life driver, how did you use the headlights flashing? Like, would you abuse it, or just keep it for select important moments?
If I'm flashing the headlights, it means, like, if you do it one more time, I'm going to wreck you. And in the DWR County Cup, we love to see that kind of aggression. So if I see headlights flashing, I'm assuming the next chance the car has to wreck the guy in front of him, he's going to take it.
You need to put it in the rule then. If you flash your headlights too many times, you are required to wreck the car.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Of course, this is not fair for some of the cars who don't have headlights, just like the Pro 2 trucks or the sprint cars. We might need to have some amendment to the rules. But still.
Yeah, and that's kind of like when you choose the car you want to race, you have to understand that that's going to be maybe the reality of it. You might not get to wreck somebody. But if you're in a Pro 2 truck, you can just drive over everybody, as we just saw one of them go 2 wheels in the air because he ramped one of the old Lotus 23s and was doing a little bit of a 50-50 grind action going there.
We saw Dean Moll enter the pits with his McLaren, so Christian James Abati, Michael D'Amore, Daniela over to the top 3. All 3 of them riding the HPD LMP2. And we have the 2 sprint cars. They are having a fantastic race. Chad Dalton and Cody McCord are really holding on. Oh no! Oh, big wreck!
Yeah, again, the headlight flashing is getting worse as we see. The drivers are getting a little tired, a little less patient than they were before. As the HPD goes underneath the Pro 2 truck and then flips through the air and keeps going. Oh man, that's real racing in my eyes right there.
I mean, we're having some very bad rejoins tonight.
Oh, massive impact. Definitely sending one of those guys back to the mill. That was rough.
Oh, Chad Dalton sadly in the wall. Oh, and he collects his the other sprint. I mean, that
Michael D'Amore, that guy's got to go to the hospital right now. Because, wow, that was like 15 big hits in a row.
As we see, basically, someone seemingly turned on a switch, and we are having some massive crashes going all around the racetrack as we are heading into the halfway mark of this very quick race. Still in the lead is Christian James Abate, then Daniela Tobert up into second place, Michael Diamore in fourth. We see Lance Snyder flashing his headlights and trying to weave through the... doing his best to avoid the carnage, which is not always possible.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out here to Daniela Talbert running P2 back on the lead lap, albeit 15 seconds back, so very close to going back down here. Really good job to stay out of the track. Michael Diamore, who just had that massive 12 incidents in a row, is still P3, so a chance for the win here.
Absolutely, you just need to keep the car on the track, easier said than done. Avoid the collisions, easier said. And
or keep the truck on the track.
Yeah, oh, exactly, absolutely. And who knows, you might sneak into the race win, or you can move your opponents out of the way. That is also that is also an option.
Excellent. Closing in on the halfway point here. Everybody's keeping it pretty clean for the moment, which is very unusual based on what Minardi rejoining the track here.
Yeah, we had that crazy couple of laps 5-6 minutes ago, but now it's back some sort of a normal status with Tyler Tucker trying to make a comeback. He needs to get 2 laps back on the race leader. He certainly has the pace. He's weaving through the destroyed.
Lance Snyder's working himself up into P5 here, so he's definitely come alive. Probably started to wake up a little bit from his hangover.
Oh, he crashed.
Ah, there it is.
Poor Lance Snyder, around he goes. Now looking to rejoin the race.
Yeah, it looks like he did a nice job of rejoining safely there. Everyone else I've seen has had a blatant disregard for anyone's safety by their own, which again I'm okay with. But it's a little surprising to see Lance coming up the inside there, getting a nice move. Got to do a little slide job, which the HPD's known for on Opus. He's working his way back through here as we see one of the trophy trucks go up in the air. If you're driving a trophy truck and you hit a Legends car, you do a backflip. If you haven't done that, please show us your worst.
Snyder keeps on going through the traffic now in 5th position. Tucker is in 4th place and still looking now, still 2 laps down because he made a mistake. He spun a couple of laps ago, so he still has some way to go in his McLaren. Certainly, I still think he's the favorite, given the very powerful machine. Not very reliable, the McLaren MP4-2, but certainly the fastest we still see cars upside down every corner we take, every turn we take. It's almost like it's becoming normal to see cars upside down, as does Hamilton.
Yeah, we envisioned that when we put this together months ago in the offseason last year, deciding what we wanted to do different last year. And we see Daniela Talbert going to the top of the charts here with the big lead, and she's German.
Massive wreck. Alan Space just killed a guy in a Legend. And now he gets killed in retaliation by another car. So what? Oh no, he killed someone and got killed. Okay, so he went for a wreck to match, And you see the new leader, Daniela Tobert, like you were saying, slicing and dicing through the traffic. Now she is leader, like you say. Abate in 2nd, everyone else 1 lap down. Oh, she gets clipped by another car, keeps his HPD, her HPD straight. But now Abate is closing in 0.7 of a second away.
Yeah, no, having a great run here. Just trying to knock the way through the carnage, which there's like holding the gap of about 0.6 of a second here, but drove underneath a Porsche, which is common these days at Irwindale. So just going to keep on going here, trying to be consistent. Loses the lead, but still in the lead.
Exactly, we see things can change in a hurry around here. We 39 laps left in this event. And still surprisingly, it's the HPDs who are leading the way. The two McLarens in 4th and 9th place. The leader, Chad Dalton, of the sprint cars, sitting in 6th position. The leader of the GTE Porsches in P10. And the first Lotus is Dustin Hamilton, the first in 14th. In 16th is the first legend, Davis Trask. And the first of the Pro Trucks is James Gatta, sitting in P18.
Yeah, we wanted to take a page out of some of the pro racing we've seen. Everyone gets a trophy, so that's why we decided to add some classes. As we see Lance Snyder with a great job of boarding that Lotus 23. However, he is getting lapped by the overall leader, Christian James at Botner, so he's got to pick it up.
He really needs to pick it up, as we also see the leader of the McLaren cars, Tyler Tucker, moving his way up into 3rd position, and now trying to get those 2 laps back. But now a mistake from Tucker. Diamore gets the position back, we see on the timing tower. So seems like Tyler is able to get there or thereabouts, but always making or mistakes where it's time to, you know, pounce and get a decisive run to get away from Diamore and up into the fight for the first 2 positions. Now Tucker gets back in front of the HPD as we are on board with the beautifully sounding Porsche 911 GTE of Kevin Boyd.
Gavin Boyette from the great state of Texas here doing a nice job to find his way through the traffic. He's got Lotus 23 almost disappear underneath the ride height of the Continental Tire truck being driven in. So obviously diversity very important these days, and we'll see here in our series.
Another bad moment for Dean Moll as he gets lapped again, and now several laps down is the other MP4-30 as Tyler Tucker looking to decisively pull away from Michael Diamore. 21 seconds behind Daniela Taubert is Tyler with 72 laps on the board. He still has time. He needs to be flawless, spotless from now on, using a little bit of the longer racetrack there to get a nicer run, and certainly putting all those powers of his Honda powered machine. Oh, what's going on there? Cars going the wrong direction. There's a car in the catch fence, a truck in the catch fence, might I add.
Yeah, we see Gavin Boyette here again, just knifing his way through the carnage. But we rode on board there with Tyler Tucker for a minute as we see a couple of the HPDs going around. It looks like Daniel Talbot getting spun out of second place potentially. But Tyler Tucker has been a strong member of the series this year. Really doing a nice job there, trying to make his way back to the front with that.
Getting to the final quarter of the race as Daniela Taubert flashing her headlights, moving through the traffic, 9.5 seconds away from Christian James Abate. And now a big collision with Lance Snyder. Oh, massive wreck. What's going on there?
Yeah, these guys are definitely getting tired. You know, we're late in the game. A lot of fatigue going on, so we're going to see some more dumb things like that. That was amazing. A Formula One car go underneath the trophy truck while spinning an HPD out of the way. Just everything I hope for him.
Christian Abate is now lapped the end field and is looking very good for the race victory with 21 laps left and lapping 13 seconds in his previous lap, 12 seconds and a half now. So they might be 21 laps, but they are going to be very, very quick if Christian can keep it clean, which is easier. Oh, he almost gets wrecked by one of the legend cars. Almost looked intense. Maybe some bribes being paid around the field to take out the leader.
Wow, yeah, that was a close one there, but he's doing such a great job of working his way through the traffic. Definitely getting a little aggressive here with 20 laps left on the board, but if anybody can do it, it might be him.
Is it allowed by the rulebook to bribe another competitor to take out one of your...
Not only is it allowed, it's encouraged.
Oh, perfect. That's the racing I like.
Yeah, we see Daniela Talbert still hanging on to the top three. Trying not to get lapped again, but she is running.
Christian Abate now gets past her after a collision and is getting away with some major scares with Christian James Abate there, as we have James Gatta sadly upside down together with one of the legends, and now gets you know, you see the Minardi trying to get him pointing in the right direction, but to no avail, sadly.
Yeah, we see James Gatta is upside down here, and he gets teed by the Minardi for no reason whatsoever, and is still upside down. So, having been upside down with those trucks, I know exactly how much fun he's having right now. It looks like he's getting it flipped back over by one of his Pro 2 truck teammates. So that's teamwork right there, flipping each other back over to get you back out there in the race.
Now, Tyler Tucker is in the same lap as Daniela Tauber, so second place is definitely a possibility.
Yeah, and I don't see a lot of headlights doing this right now, so that means they're so tired that their fingers can't actually hit the button on sealers, which we've seen before, but I'm surprised we're seeing it here early.
Classic hybrid V6 ground of the MP4-30. As you can see, Tucker can already see Taubert in front of him. It's the next.
Tyler doesn't play games other than this one, but he's been a strong member of our series.
Oh no! Oh, almost! Oh no! Oh god! Did he get decapitated there? Hopefully not.
Definitely.
That didn't.
We're gonna have to see that helmet replay. That was pretty rough. You know, those Continental tires are pretty strong.
Killed.
Yeah.
No! Wow, he survived that LMP2 trying to kill him there, but he moved with that McLaren, the HPD, out of the way. Such a show of force, of brute power by the Minardi McLaren. Look at that, he's using that front wing, Tucker, basically as a shovel. He's pushing people out of the way with great effectiveness, even though now he's back into third place. So the victory is out of the question, as Christian James Abate is into the final 5 laps of his and looking good to celebrate in the victory lane here at a fantastic win. He kept his car mostly out of trouble, and it looked like it is going to work for him.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, as is Tyler Tucker, who right now is racing purely on adrenaline and probably heroin, to still have any sort of signs of life behind the wheel after literally driving underneath 3 different cars.
I see Tyler Tucker upside down there, just got the back end of that moment, as now he gets around. Of course, I meant other driver upside down. It was Lance Snyder was upside down. 2 laps to go. And
Yeah,
we have another.
We have Porsche taking out Tyler Tucker there. Daniela Taubert's still doing a good job here, but we only have 2 laps left. And the gap first to second, 2 laps away. So if Christian James Abate here can just hold on to it.
He gets the white flag, sale la blanca, and he crashes! Oh dear! Massive wreck for the leader. Can he get the car in position? He has 2 laps, so he should be okay. It looks like everyone is trying to wreck him on purpose. Christian James Abate keeps his focus, gets around turn 2 and 3 and 4, of course, and wins this race. So despite the late scare, it's the HPD that wins with Christian James Abate. The fireworks fly up in the air. Daniela Taubert celebrates her second place by killing Lance Snyder one more time. Third place for Tucker and Snyder, like I said, McCorkle, Morris, Lucas, Shinowski, Dalton, Boyer, all the other drivers coming home in what we can only define as one of the classics in motorsport history. Christian James Abate will bring home the coveted trophy for tonight's race.
Yeah, well done to everybody that didn't race in this event, because it was pretty horrible from everyone that did. However, you guys watching at home, we really appreciate your support, because you just watched something that stupid on your Saturday morning when you could be doing it.
We are just waiting for the final results then, as drivers are celebrating wildly with donuts all over the place. Of course, this track is used, as we have this beautiful shot just above of the fireworks. Christian James Abate wins the race front of Daniela Tobert and Tyler Tucker. This will be your podium. Then Lance Snyder, Cody McCorkle, Jason Morris, Lee Lucas, Macinowski, Chad Dalton, and Gavin Boyer. Round up the top 10. Then Alan Space, Benjamin Cox, Dean Moll. What a disappointment for him tonight. Michael Diamore, Davis Trask, Steve Lavender, Mark Schweding, and Jeff Groth in P18. Rounding up your top 20 are Dustin Hamilton and Jeffrey Collinson. Then James Gata, Justin Parker, Lane Walker, and Nicolas Isidro, Chris Wett, Jason Skin, and rounding up the proceedings tonight in P27, last but not least, 103 laps down. Did he even take the start? I don't think so. Sean Heckman. How can you be 103 laps down in a 100 lap race? That is going to be something that we need to investigate.
That's exactly a Sean Heckman style result.
Ryan, what about this race then? I mean, I said after the start-finish line, checker flag, this will go down as a classic in motorsport. What do you think?
I think people, when they talk about motorsports, they talk about, Dan Gurney winning Daytona when they had to push the car to the start-finish line. They talk about does Zanardi pass on Herta in the corkscrew, and they're going to talk about the Irwindale 7 class invitation. I mean, it's just going to go down the straight line, right?
Perfect. And of course, like I said, the season is not over tonight. There will be 2 more races, one of which will be on December the 14th, a fan choice event. December the 19th says the graphics. We will have to clarify on that. It will be a fan choice. You, the fans, will be able to select from several options next week in a social media poll. You can also have suggestions, whatever. So after that race, there will be a world final, grand final, one-off with the race winner, point champion, the race winners, point champion, and then the available remaining slots filled by the driver based on their championship performance, and a special fan participation points total that organizers have been keeping, and then and only then we will be able to celebrate and crown the season champion for this. As you can see on the right side of the screen, it has been a long and winding road starting mid-April with that crazy LMP1 race at Bristol Motor Speedway, and that will finish, of course, before the end of 2019, I would hope. There are no drivers coming in for interviews, so I will, before we go, ask Ryan to give his final considerations, and of course, if he has someone to say hello. There's a lot of silence from Ryan, which doesn't bode too well. Maybe he's too busy celebrating with the race winner. And so I will thank him very, very much for joining us here on Dinner with Racers. It has been presented by Apex Racing TV. Thank you for coming on board with us, watching this race. Ryan, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Sorry, I hit the mute button there. I was talking and you weren't hearing me. So, but yeah, Marco, heck of a job. You've been a fan favorite. We've heard about it from fans at Racetrack. Have come up and said how great of a job you're doing. So keep doing that. You've been awesome.
Thank you very much, Ryan. And to all of us watching, we will catch you in December for the fan choice race. But until then, from everyone here at Dinner with Racers, Apex Racing TV, a good night and